So that it will call U-turn. Everything that happens, that is allowed to happen, heaven endorsed it. Now listen, anything you don't understand is not to be offended at. Calm down. Later, when you grow up, you understand. If you start concluding your tomorrow from now because of certain things around you, then you are placing barrier on your future. Am I communicating? If you can't just come into life and understand everything. Now, this is the month of January. We don't know how February is going to look like. We're ending January. Well, thank God we're ending it. February, we are optimistic it's going to be better than this month. But even at that, there will be offenses. If you see the month and it is not what you program and you're still alive, it means that you don't need to start speaking. You heard what the woman of God said, that you don't start speaking against your tomorrow because of your circumstances of your today. Okay, now if you pass through the today, you are meeting an empty tomorrow. Because the tomorrow already has been killed today via the things you have said. It's a secret. Offenses can scatter your prayer life. I mean your praise life. How can you be happy when you are offended at God? Miracle will be forestalled. Testimonies will be forestalled. Breakthrough will be forestalled. Productivity will be forestalled when offenses are entrenched. So dethrone offenses. I want to leave this with you. Don't bother about offenses. The one that brought the offenses, there is a curse upon his life. So if people deliberately make you get angry, those who are perpetuating that anger are under the curse of God. That's what the Bible says. It is not your responsibility to start fighting those who are offending you. If you want the curse of God to come as rapid as light or as fast as light, when somebody offends you, hand him over to God and move on in life, and you'll see what will happen to him. Did you hear that I say? I was sharing with even Fimbas, my son. I told him, I said, see, let me tell you certain things. In life, people will come with all kinds of stories. Some to derail you from what you know. Some to improve on what you know. Others to make you know as if you don't know anything. Now, you know why we have issues with people? This is going to help you a great deal. When you are too sensitive about yourself, people will always use that sensitivity to run your emotion. And running on emotion is demotion. We walk by faith and not by sight. So the level of your dignity is curtailed because a man or a woman who understands your temperament is using that weakness to keep you down. So what do? You try and off yourself from the offenders and allow the defender of the offender to deal with the one that brings the offense. It's as fast as it is. Now, years ago, I've given this testimony before. A young man was working for me, doing everything. I was doing everything for him. As in, he tells me this, I will tell him. You know, trust. Tell you this I will give to him. Like that. We're just growing up like that. I never knew that I was using our assets as a man who has a car to rip me of all I had. And I've given a testimony in church here. Now, I never had any evil intention. That is, I was like, I am dealing with good person. Because every time I am in a crossroad and I call him, before I drop the phone, he's there. So I felt he's loyalist. Somebody that is with me. I'm a human being, so I can't know everything. Say God that knows everybody's heart. The moment God reveals everybody to you, you become a demigod. So even as a man of God, I see her phrase. I see her weaknesses. If I know everything in this world, then I'll become a God. Everybody should worship me. But we are worshiping the Almighty God. So he also black me a way out. How will I put it? Black. He also closed my eyes from certain things so that I can also use that to also seek him. Did you hear what I'm saying now? So this young guy was doing everything he was doing, and then me, I was thinking he's a loyal, somebody that is very loyal to me. I will call Jack Robinson is there. One day I was stranded. I went to the dry cleaner to get my clothes. My 190 just nosedived there. It was not starting. Nothing was happening. So I called him. When I called him, before I even know what is happening, he has appeared there. He said, Kai, this engine has knocked. That the only way we're going to do this thing is to change the engine. I said, I don't have money. He said, what do you have? I told him, the only money I have in my life now is a bag of rice in my house. He said, let's go and sell it. Offenses will come, but leave the offender to deal with the defender. Leave the defender to deal with the offender, because the one that defends you is greater than the offender. Am I communicating now? Genuinely, I left. I just say, hey, say yes. So I told my wife, and I went and bagged. In fact, the bag of rice they even gave to her in the office. We are planning to eat it during Christmas. I carried that rice. This guy went with me to the market and we were pricing. And we sold it. And I gave him the money. Never knew that he was just messing me up. When I came to know that this guy was just running my life amok, was moving me in a way that I can retaliate, the Lord just spoke to me and said, leave him alone. Tell him to pack home. I will deal with him. If he dies here in your hand, they say you have killed him. Let him go. So I called him. I said, young man, you go to the village and settle with everybody in the village. Eh? God will meet you there. And he left. That guy died in the house. It was after 3 days they came to know he was thinking. Why? Because he made me cry. Everyone that wants to take your weakness against you, they also have weakness. And that their weakness one day will be weakened by Jehovah. The reason why life is bitter to some of us is because offenders has really offended us. And we are carrying heavy hearts. If I'm blessed, I will kill him. If I'm blessed, I will destroy him. So it's affecting your productivity because you are carrying what you're not supposed to carry. Please offload the offenders and let your defender deal with the offender. Or yes, look at what's going to happen. You will be miraculous. You will be favorless. You will be honorless. You will be promotionless. You will be testimonyless. When you are busy trying to analyze the offender or the offenses, offenses will come. That's what Jesus said. And that is what is going to happen. Am I communicating now? Everybody won't come. Listen, the faster you start offloading people in your heart, the better God will begin to load things into you. Whoever has made a mistake to you yesterday is because something was at stake. Learn what is at stake and move on in this stake of life. Because if you keep on carrying what he has done or she has done to you, you are limiting yourself from ecstasy. Leave these offenders alone. Let your defender offend them. I'm done. Rise to your feet.